If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Kansas State Wildcats, Bill Snyder Family Stadium. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Nebraska Cornhuskers, taking on the 21st ranked team in the land, the Kansas State Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Kansas State about to kick off to get this game started. Fielded in the end zone, it's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. From the shotgun, the inside give. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Defense is about firing off, hitting the offensive guys, and staying in your gaps. Everybody knowing where they're supposed to be. You could tell the defense, everyone was right where they're supposed to be, nowhere to run.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. With the catch, it's Barney. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And he converts on 3rd down as he gets it out to the 26.
Man, that quarterback can go. Just another guy in another system all across college football. All quarterbacks nowadays, they got so much speed, it's ridiculous.
Man, I'm telling you, that has to be exhausting for the defensive lineman trying to chase down guys like that.
It's silly because even when it's a design play and it's a...
Turning it on! Smashes through the tackle. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. It was quite a burden for Dylan Raiola a year ago, viewed as the Nebraska football savior. So, Jesse, how should he approach growth and improvement in his sophomore season?
Well, I think you got to continue to grow. There were a lot of eyes on Dylan Raiola last year, and for good reason. He is unbelievably talented. You saw the swagger that he brings to the offense and that X factor and demeanor he really brings to the team. They believe in him. They were able to win a lot of close games a season ago. I think it's not about resting on your laurels. It's about taking the next step to try and be better.
To throw, it's Raiola. Looking to scramble. With the catch, it's Hunter. Brought down at the 20-yard line after ripping off the big play.
Get the big-time receiver involved early in the game. That's a huge key for this offense, no matter who they're playing against. But you can see, with his size, with his ability after the catch, this guy is a weapon, and he's putting this defense on alert early.
And the Huskers had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down.
So far, it's been a rough first drive for this defense, but I tell you what, guys, all can be forgotten if they can bow up and make a stand right here. You got a goal-to-go situation. You know they're going to try to be physical. The field's already shrunk. Get some momentum back right here. Get a big stand. At least hold them to 3.
The offense trying to throw it there quickly down close to the goal line. Nice job by the defense tackling the catch.
They've pushed it ahead to the 4. They'll try to cash in on 2nd and goal. The give to the back. And he'll get this one back to the line of scrimmage, but no farther than that.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line, goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
The Power Cats have powered up the noise to try to help this defense on third down. Looking to throw, it's Raiola. Lets it fly. Touchdown, Huskers. Quick strike through the air for the score.
Man, great first drive by this offense. Capped off, 3rd and goal situation. A lot of times thinking run. They got a perfect play scripted. Take advantage of the defense, get the passing touchdown, and get this party started right.
They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes with the return. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Now they'll run it to the right here. Breaks into the open. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down.
Defense is going to have their hands full trying to get this guy in the ground, man. He's got some serious moves once he has the ball in his hands.
Here we go. Ready, go. Looking to throw on first down. Fires to the right. That's caught. It's Bradley. They make the stop, and he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson wants to throw it. Makes the catch. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down.
Well, the defense playing zone coverage there. They're taking away all of the QB's primary options down the field, so he has to check it down to the drag running underneath.
The Wildcats with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They're looking to throw on 2nd and short. Finds his man. It's Bradley. Inside the 20-yard line. Pushed out at the 18, and they're in business.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox. Defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. They put together a 5-play, 75-yard drive. And they finished it off with an exclamation point, running it in from the 19. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. Coming out with it, it's Bell. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. first play of the drive comes from the 22. Dropping back, it's Raiola. Pulls it in, it's Barney. All the way out to the 37-yard line. It's a gain of 15.
When you run those routes, those curl routes just like that, those DBs are going to break when you go to throw the football. So you better put that thing on a line, and the QB did there. Put it on a line. Great job, great catch. First down.
The handoff to Johnson. Out of the crowd, and now he's got room. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the first down.
That's a great-looking run there. Nebraska has had such a great lineage at running back. When you think back to the great Roger Craig or Amon Green, Lawrence Phillips, Rex Burkhead, they always seem to be pumping somebody up into the NFL. This guy has a chance to play on Sunday.
There he goes. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
The defense has got to be more physical up front. Don't let them have those running lanes, those holes to break off a nice run, get a first down. And here's the thing, you better reload quick because they're right back on the line to call another play.
It's been punch, counter-punch throughout the early part of this game as we take a look at the first quarter stats. They fought to a standstill in the first. Let's see who gets the edge early in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. To the air on first down. Steps away to find some room. Touchdown, Nebraska! The offense puts up 6 with that trip to the end zone.
I know it's early this year, but it's obvious this guy is a focal point in this offense. After having 2 touchdowns in his first game, he gets on the board here. It doesn't matter where he lines up. They find ways to get him the football, and defenses just have not been able to figure him out.
And he's going to bring this one out. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. How about the way they attacked the last time they had the ball, mixing run and pass and winding up in the end zone, Jesse?
That's why recruiting is so important. They've got weapons at every skill position on the field. Any of these guys is dangerous if they touch the football. Let's see what they do on this drive, David.
And so, Palmer, I got to take away something. I can't let them have everything and have success. I got to be aggressive against the run or play for the pass. I can't give them everything.
The Wildcats can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Finds his man. It's Bradley. Stopped at about the 25-yard line, but it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Johnson looking to throw. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the incompletion, it's 2nd and 10 from their own 25. Looking to fire. Using his legs to buy some time. This time on target. He'll get it across the 30-yard line. They'll mark him out of bounds at the 32 as this offense is trying to do some work.
And a really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
Caught near the sticks. It's Edwards. That ought to be enough to give Kansas State the first down. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get.
He's taking the shot. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
Man, if you're going to win games, you have got to hit on the home run type plays, and that was a great opportunity right there. The receiver has got to be able to look that football in and make the catch.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. They'll throw again after the incompletion. Makes the grab. It's Bradley. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Ball is at the 42-yard line, close to 4-down territory. Here's 3rd and short. Making side adjustments here. Johnson wants to throw it. Finds his man down the middle. That'll be enough for a first down as he crosses the 50 and gets it to the 48.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on 3rd down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Showing the arm strength down the left side. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, he's been Mr. Dependable early in this game. First 5 attempts, all complete. Finally, the defense able to force an incompletion when they throw his way. This guy's route running his hands. It's a matchup problem, but the defense finally has something good happen.
They'll ride him out of bounds after the good pickup spotted at the 25-yard line.
They say tight ends are a quarterback's best friend in the pass game because think about it. The tight end's the guy lined up closest to the quarterback, which means generally those are the easiest throws a quarterback has. You saw it on that play.
Here comes the heat. And the pass is incomplete, but the flag flies, and there was a lot of early contact there. Kansas State back at it after picking up the first down. Looking for a crease. It's Edwards. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Well, you live by the blitz, you die by the blitz. That time the defense called it at the perfect time. The linebacker able to make the stop on a short gain.
And from the offense's perspective, that's probably making a little something out of nothing. Last play didn't go well. It leaves them with 2nd and 11. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16. They've been very good at moving the chains on 3rd down. 2 for 2 on this drive. This time they need 6. He'll ride his man on the option. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy first down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense stuffing him at the line of scrimmage?
Now on 4th down and 5, they'll try to move the chains. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Converts on 4th down, still going. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. And the Wildcats, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together with the run on 1st and goal. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
Yeah, and listen, offensively, you run the RPOs. You just want positive yards, make the right read the guy. If he wants to drop back a little bit, hand it off, get some positive yards, go on to the next play.
They keep pushing forward, now back to work on 2nd and goal from the 6. Looking to get it in. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats!
And I like this offense not panicking, executing on this drive, and driving down the field and tying this football game up. I love the no panic, just stay chill, and now we got ourselves a football game.
The extra point here would tie the game. And he puts through the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Colorado State is currently up big at this moment, so much so they're on the verge of giving Cam the rest of the day off.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. To the air, it's Raiola. Bringing the heat. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense trying to take it back. Touchdown, Kansas State. How about this defense taking one back to the house?
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
And the extra point is true, and they're on top by 7. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Working the middle. And works it to the 40-yard line. That'll be a first down.
I'll tell you, man, I love quarterbacks that have arm talent, but that can throw it accurately at the same time. And you saw all of it on that in route.
Starting this drive like that is exactly what they'd hoped for. Now 1st and 10 from the 40. Buys a little extra time. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
And the QB leaves the pocket and he scrambles out and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with a relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback. He throws an inaccurate pass because he gets whacked as he throws the football. Nice job chasing by the defense.
Dropping back, it's Raiola. Snagged in the middle, it's Johnson. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
Just listen to the little apple. You can hear it all the way to the big apple as they try to get the defense off the field. They'll try to get it through the air. Caught close to the marker. It's Key. He gets it into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 48. These two guys, just on the same wavelength, they make clutch connections all the time.
And that's practice, man. That's all summer. That's all spring. Just so many hundreds and thousands of balls where you know exactly when that guy's going to break. You know he's a stud. You're going to feed him, especially on these third down situations.
Fires on the move. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
Bad news on that play, it's an incompletion. The good news is the quarterback knew if his guy wasn't going to catch it, nobody was with that ball landing out of bounds.
So now it's 2nd and long. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. The sure hands, it's Johnson. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Offense rushing to the line of scrimmage. Clock is stopped for the first down. They'll try to get it off quickly. Looking to throw on first down. Here's the pressure. And he will take it in. Touchdown, Cornhuskers.
Man, that is picture-perfect execution by this offense. That is how you close a half. Chewing up some time, getting in the end zone, a chance to tie this up and feel really good about yourself going into halftime.
And the extra point is good. They put together a 74-yard touchdown drive, and they finish things off with a scoring toss from the 33. They got the late touchdown on the board, now about to kick it away and hoping the defense can keep them from answering. Fielded in the end zone. It's Lockett. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Johnson looking to throw. He's going for a big play downfield. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
And it's funny, right before that play, I'm thinking to myself, I wonder if this offense is just going to play conservative here with the field position, the fact they haven't scored a ton of points so far in this game, and just run the ball and take it into halftime. No, they're being aggressive, and not just that, they're taking deep shots way down the field, but give the defense credit. They were ready for it, forcing that incompletion.
He's not afraid to go deep. And it was worth the gamble, but the long pass is incomplete.
And as an offense, you want to stay aggressive. You want to keep calling these downfield shots. I know you didn't complete that one, but you want to send a clear message. You're trying to take the top off this defense. You keep calling downfield shots, you soften up the coverage, you get those safeties playing deep, and that's going to open up your running game later on.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun, wants to pass. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
K-State sends the punt team onto the field, ready to boot it away. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. They'll have just enough time to get one more snap before the half. Back to throw, it's Raiola. Now he's going to break the pocket. Bought a little time, lets it go. Short throw to the sideline, picks up just a little. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Cornhuskers will boot it away to start the second half. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Edwards. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. The hand to the running back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They have been able to stop him in his tracks.
You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Bradley. They finally get him on the ground, but he's got an explosive play for the first down.
Well, this guy's having a day. It doesn't matter where he's lined up or what routes he's running. He just seems to always be getting open, and his quarterback is taking notice. He's looking his way. Nice job there, throwing in time, getting it to him in space and allowing him to go to work. This is turning into a very nice statistical day for this wide receiver.
And he broke one tackle on the way to a solid pickup there.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going.
Oh, he's got some space.
You got to have short area quickness. That running back there doing what it takes to make sure he got that first down.
This Kansas State offense is moving quickly down the field. Wants to go up top on first down. Oh, he had him right down the middle, and it just squirted right through his fingers, and they miss an opportunity for a nice play on first down. Working well behind the sticks on second down. Might be calling a hot route. Gonna swing it on second down. He fires a bullet to the right. How about a little rhythm that you can tap your toe to on that throw and catch for the first down?
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had success in that first half, so in the third quarter they come out and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Kansas State has it with another 1st and 10. Tries to do it himself on the draw. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play.
Well, it just seems like everything is working for the offense on this drive. Another nice gain, this time on the ground.
Kansas State has it 1st and goal. Johnson looking to throw. Back's got it. Touchdown, Wildcats! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Well, they started with horrible field position, but ended with perfect field position in the middle of the end zone.
It all comes down to execution, Reese. You've got to have guys going out and doing their jobs. You saw the offensive line up front. They were physical. Skill players made it happen with the ball in their hands, and the quarterback really showed command on that last drive.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. I imagine he's going to get an earful on the sideline after bringing it out of the end zone and being knocked down at the 11. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front.
And just a great job by the defense being stout. Right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run first.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. Picked off. A turnover in their own end. Got some room to run. And he has taken it all the way back. Touchdown, Kansas State.
This guy really is the complete linebacker. Not only is he physical and not only can he play downhill to stop the run, this guy is a weapon in pass coverage. You saw it on that play. What can't this guy do?
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Terrific showdown this week, guys. Let's take a look at what's going on. Washington State is ahead right now, but the school that nearly saw Ryan Leaf win a Heisman back in the day still has some work to do. They're up by just 2 over San Diego State. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected, fellas.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Dropping back, it's Raiola. He's going for the big play. Makes the catch and a huge play on the left side.
And that receiver had nobody around.
And it looks as if they've buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And they take another look at the play, but the officials on the field were right, and the play will stand. It's first down from the 37-yard line. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. And the DB right with him to knock it away.
Yeah, and the QB tried to use some touch. Let that thing hang up in the air. But when you hang it up over the middle of the field, the defenders have a lot of time to go and try to get it, make a play. A lot of guys near the football. Nice job by the defense being in great position.
Second down, they'll go to the air. That's reeled in. It's Johnson. Just what this offense was looking for. Sets him up at the 26 with the first down.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
To the air on first down. Pulls it in. It's Mills. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down.
You got to give the O-line a lot of credit there because it gave the receiver time to work all the way across the field on the drag route. Against zone coverage, quarterback gets it to him. He's able to turn it up and get a first down.
The Huskers trying to pay off the threat on first and goal. Touchdown, Huskers! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
A big question mark for this offense coming into the year, guys. Who could score touchdowns? Who are going to be their biggest playmakers on offense? This guy scored in the first game. He's off to a great start in this one with that touchdown. This guy looks like the real deal.
They tack on the extra point, and they're down a touchdown, 35-28. And he's not going to take the touchback. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That lead has been sliced to 7, and now they'll try to put something together here. Turning it on! Makes the stop at the 30, but a big 15-yard pickup gets him out of trouble.
Well, this is an offense that has a lot of speed, and they have different guys they would love to get the football to in space, and they can find a lot of different ways to do that. I love the idea of going option here and trusting your quarterback to make the right read. If no one accounts for the pitch man, he's going to get it to the outside, and you see the speed on the perimeter. Really clever play call that time by the O coordinator.
Now on first down from the 30. To the ground. He's got it again. Dragged down after a pickup of 5 out to the 35.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Really good coverage by this defense. They were aware of everyone on the field, and including the running back. A lot of times those guys get lost in the shuffle, but they saw him. They knew the ball was going to him. They braked on it, did a good job, and got in his face just enough to cause him to lose some focus and drop that football.
And the Wildcats come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Catch in the middle, it's Bradley. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the first down.
It's tough on the defense there. 3rd down, you're in zone coverage. Everybody's watching the quarterback, and you're trying to make a break on the ball, but he just got it out of his hands too quickly, and the throw was too accurate. Really nothing you can do there, and it's now a fresh set of downs.
Kansas State really has this drive rolling. Might be changing the route. Johnson wants to throw it. That's caught. It's Edwards. And he's brought down after a nice gain. How about the zip this junior put on that ball to pick up the first down?
You know, and that's why this guy can play 1st, 2nd, and 3rd down. You've already seen him earlier in the drive rip off some nice runs, but he can catch the football as well. And they're going to find ways to get him going in all sorts of ways, but you're seeing it specifically on this drive.
Wants to throw on first down. And the defense making a play, getting a hand on that pass.
Well, there the free safety shows you his coverage ability in man-to-man. He was locked in with his guy, and he was able to knock that ball away.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line.
On the ready.
2nd down, he'll throw it. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. And they make the tackle, but it'll be enough for a first down, and we'll see if they get another playoff here in the 3rd. 1 quarter to go, and might we have the makings of a classic 4th quarter finish. So first down will open up the final period.
Here we go.
From the gun, the running back has it. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7. Johnson looking to throw. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Still looking, on the move. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Men don't break by the defense, right? They've allowed a lot of big plays, but here in the red zone, great job in coverage on that 3rd down. And now the offense is in an interesting situation.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot.
That's a big drive for this offense in the fourth quarter. Now to take a two-possession lead, you got the other offense where you want them. Now you get to rush the passer, make them pass a little bit more, and don't give up those big plays. You're in a really good spot now.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. Throws for the tight end. Working on the right. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
This is the moment for this offense to put a drive together. It doesn't matter what's happened up to the point of this game, but you're trailing right now. You've got to put some points up on the board. This is where all 11 guys need to be playing together as one.
Makes the catch. It's Barney. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. And they got the defense on that one, and they get it to the 29-yard line.
And this defense has really done a good job containing this superstar quarterback. But now it's the big-time moment. In the fourth quarter, you know the ball's going to be in his hands. Got to get to him. Got to ruffle his feathers, hit him a few times, make him feel uncomfortable.
To the air, it's Raiola. Unloads it left. Got it. He gets it in. Touchdown, Nebraska. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And he's going to bring this one out. Rolling the dice to bring it out of the end zone did not work out as he stopped at the 13. And here comes the Kansas State offense back onto the field. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here on the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wants to go up top. Grabbed over the middle. It's Brown. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. Passing game very effective on second down. What about here on third? From the gun, wants to pass. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that 3rd down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
They have the lead in a one-possession game, but they're thinking deliver the knockout blow. But this carries big-time risk on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Big man has it. It's a first down and more. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down.
You know, you always talk about risk-reward. Gambling and going for it with the lead on 4th down right there and getting it, the reward could be winning the game. That was an unbelievable play. And how about this coaching staff putting their faith in their players to come up with the execution and make it happen?
The Wildcats will snap it on 1st and 10. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Tell you what, that was a lightning-fast decision. You could tell he knew what he wanted to do right away, makes the decision, but maybe his footwork wasn't a little bit good, and the pass wasn't where he wanted to put that thing. I know that.
Well, will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Johnson wants to throw it. Fires to the middle. Got his man downfield. Good job running that route to get past the sticks because he got nothing after the catch.
How about that? Just really nice catch by the big tight end, throwing those mitts up there, catching the football.
The Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. They'll run the ball. The clock is on their side. Past the first down marker and still running. What a good job to be able to pick up that kind of yardage when you're trying to finish off the game. And the Wildcats pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. Looking to throw on first down. Tight end finds a soft spot. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening first and goal from the 9.
I think most offenses around the country in a situation like this with the lead late would be trying to run the football, right, or throw it short and try to bleed the clock. But this offense, man, it's still pedal to the metal. They're looking for chunk play opportunities.
We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
I know you took a loss on first down there trying to run the football, but you've got the lead, and you've got to continue to run the football. And this is a big challenge now for your offensive line. Those guys up front, you've got to find a way against a defense that knows you're going to do it.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Quarterback keeper. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
It's third and goal and third and long. Johnson looking to throw. Forced out of the pocket. Fires to the end zone. Touchdown, Wildcats! Quick strike through the air for the score.
I like the aggressive play calling by the offensive coordinator on that drive as well. There are a lot of coaches that would have played it very conservative, very close to the vest, run the ball, and punt it away. Count on your defense, not this guy. He was going to take some shots, count on his own guys to get it done. And now with that touchdown late, they've got a 2-possession lead.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They had to stand by and watch that scoring march, and now it's up to them to find a way to answer it. Wants to go up top on first down. Pressure coming. And not much going on downfield. You just get rid of it and live to play another down.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Last incompletion leaves them still sitting at their own 25 with 2nd and 10. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. Under fire. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face third down.
Now, I understand the sense of urgency for the offense now because you're trailing here by a lot in the 4th quarter, and you're just trying to take a shot to see if you can get on the board and get some of this momentum back. But the problem is the defense understands that, so they're playing coverage, and they're doing a good job on the back end. Nice job forcing the incompletion.
can't make the catch on third down, and the rarest of drops for this guy.
I like the execution by this defense. Nice job, situational football, right? Like understanding where the sticks are. You probably know they're going to pass the football on this down. Great job breaking on the football when the quarterback throws it and forcing the incompletion.
On fourth down, looking to pass. Fires to the middle. Intercepted, and that is the last thing they needed.
And that's a really good job by the defense, understanding the situation of football. It's fourth down. It's late in the game. You got a multi-possession lead. Take away all the deep stuff. Make them force the football into coverage. They do, and they stamp this game.
K-State has the ball back, and the Power Cat offense returns to the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go with the football. Everything looked really, really easy. He was hot. The ball was coming out of his hands. The defense better do something different.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. They'll run it, trying to drain time off the clock. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the Wildcats really need to keep this drive alive on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak.
No gain on the play. Fourth down coming up.
The officials stop the clock for the 2-minute timeout, and the offense is that much closer to victory. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He caught it! They make the tackle just outside the end zone, but it'll be 1st and goal from the 1.
I'll say this, not a lot of coaching staffs out there would want to go for it on fourth down with the lead here late in the game, but they're going to stay aggressive. They just believe in their own players to go out and execute, and they did it right there.
And if they can find the end zone here, that might be all she wrote. 1st and goal. And this offense hoped to just run it in, and the defense was having none of it. No gain. Ball remains at the 2.
And the offense trying now to put this thing away. They're going to keep running the football to keep bleeding the clock. They've got the lead here late, now down by the goal line. Just take as many seconds off the clock as you can.
Touchdown, Kansas State! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
Nebraska, 35.
He'll bring it out. It's Bell. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17.
Nebraska offense will take over. 1st and 10.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. To the air, it's Raiola. Caught behind the line, it's Johnson. Gets it across the 25. He'll step out at the 26 as this offense tries to grind out some yardage.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. They'll hurry to the line with the clock still running. Looking to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. On target over the middle. And he was on his way, and they get him down at the 30.
And there's no quit in this team. Obviously, they're trailing late in the game, but they're trying to make it happen. We've seen 2 big plays now, back-to-back. They're putting pressure on this defense.
Makes the grab. It's key. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Hey, you know, the defense here in this situation with a huge lead, they've got to anticipate that this offense is going to be trying to throw the ball to the sideline, so they've got to work different coverages to try to force the quarterback to go over the middle of the field with the football.
Looking to pass inside the red zone. Moves away as he feels pressure. Just gets rid of it before the heat.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Looking for a man. It's Raiola. Zings it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, 1st and goal.
Well, this offense has a ton of work left ahead of them here in this 2-minute situation late in the game, but the drive off to a good start. You get the first down, you get out of bounds, you're working the perimeter of the field. That is exactly what you want to do.
Quarterback doing what he does best. He can move. And he's left with no option but to throw it away.
And this game's starting to tick away for this offense, and they're getting in desperation mode. They've got to be able to find a way to make plays in the pocket. It's not going to be the scrambles out wide. You need passing plays deep down the field. They've got to find some way to attack this secondary.
Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal? He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's looking like they're going to have to try to throw this one into the end zone here on 3rd down, David. Quarterback's got to be careful. Can't get greedy because you know these windows, they close fast.
Extremely tight windows. Find your big body guys that you know can win in contested situations here on 3rd down.
After this, it'll be a wrap. He wants it all. It falls incomplete. He was trying to find his man for 6.
And I absolutely love what this defense is doing, man. You know exactly what time it is. You've got a big lead. They're going to have to throw the football. So more nickels, more dimes. Bring the speed on the field and get ready to play the pass.
They'll go to the air. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Cornhuskers! Fitted in the window for the score.
Man, it's not an accident. They're featuring this guy. His 2nd receiving touchdown of the game. That's your job as a coach. Find my playmakers, get them the ball so they can do damage and have games like this right here.
They'll go through the motions and finish this one off with the PAT. And it's up and good as they draw just a touch closer. Winning can become a habit. Now they've won back-to-back games and probably building a little confidence.
And you want it to be a habit. That's what you talk about as a coach week after week. Let's build. Let's create momentum and continue to build on it. And then you look up at the end of the season, you never know where you could be, what dreams you could bring to reality.
At the end of the day, I think good teams find ways to win games. And over these last 2 games, it hasn't always been easy. They've had to overcome some adversity, but at the end of the day, they were able to step up, make the plays necessary, and do that. Very, very impressive.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.